What stage will they choose? Now that we know our stage, it's time to select the characters.
I'm like a diamond, I shine at the trail. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
I suffer from defeat, so success is
I'll show you how to my
so you know that I'm back again. Back on my feet after I fell down. I was ready for started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making them mad.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Gets a chance with that jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Well-timed command throw there. Knockdown. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Knockdown. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh God, this is tense. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. In there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stop and block. Renverse, the hit throw connects. Connects with the renverse to boost their metal level. Manages to block the jump-in attack. All right, what's coming up next? Sneaks in above. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. What'll happen here? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Jumps in. A parry? They decide to take a breather to regroup. Solid anti-air! Hits them with a stop and block. A real test of nerves here. Renverse, the hit KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Gets the jump in. Will that drive impact get punished? Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Trips him up. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. From up above. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Caught in the cross-up. Overhead. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Going on the offensive? Shows a medium kick. Going in? Jump? Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Jumps in. Blocks it. The low kick hits. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Overhead. Oh, here we go. Dangerous range here. Kosugeki to the face. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. Drive impact misses. Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Open solid anti-air. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Can they convert on the Tengu kick? Player 2 has the... Oh my god, they just choked it up. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Oh, the throw connects. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Whip in with the crosser. Lightning kicks. Okay, here we go. What are they gonna do? Crowns them from above. Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? A jump? Here comes the meets them air to air. They are done. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps up. Overhead. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Definitely shuts out the jumping. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Gets them. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Box them with a target combo. Spinning bird kick. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score, uses the gauge for a super art. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without perfect execution with the anti-air. Hugs nothing but air. This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Both sides. This is gonna hurt. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? What are they gonna do? The drive impact doesn't work. Weaves in the impact to finish. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Get scooped from down low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Crowns him from above. Ooh, does him dirty. Excellent jump in. Vintage. They're back into the corner now. Turning it right up with a super. Oh, you try to zig left, but no, zag right. Now that girl's got inside and gonna take you for a ride. Player 2 is on the burns out. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Okay, nobody blink. Serenity! Hugs nothing but air! A real test of nerves here. A jump? This is gonna hurt. Vintage! Oh, putting it all on the line! A reaction gone! I can't believe it! They are done! Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Connects with medium kick. They exchange blows. Snares. Jumps over their opponent and tags them with the jump attack to flip their block direction. Down to the wire. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Strings it all together. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Was looking for that jump attack. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Holds out with the block. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Jumps. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Zones with the fireball. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 1 will look to were they baiting them into that? That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Experiencing burnout. What'll happen? He hits them with a stop and pop. Ooh, what a smart throw. They're going for the super arc? Sits them down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Gets the jump in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. They're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Connects with the renverse with smart play KO. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. The jump in catches them. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Lots of life to play with and full SA meters. What will they do? Meter management is going to be a huge factor right now. Jumps in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Charges forward. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive's head shove. That's gonna leave him rattled. Was hungry for the grab. Drives it back flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open so fast on the air throw. Big time whip. Checks with a medium kick. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh, here we go. Going on the offensive. Dangerous situation here with both able to use drive. SBK hit. Super arc to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. This is a bad situation to be in. This is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart blow. Nothing stops this train. What's next? Throws them. How long does this offensive assault continue? Burns out. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. No! Stunned off the wall! Oh, here we go. Player, it is over! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Mono relies on boosting that metal level up to secure better damage. They're gonna need to work in some grabs somewhere. Gets the cross up, jumps over their opponent and tags them with the jump attack to flip their block direction. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Transverse, the hit throw connects. Hold your breath. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. All right, what's coming up next? Each hit is so important here. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Takes in the throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Opens with a jump in? Are we going to see some fireworks here? They're trading attacks. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Which way are you gonna block? Spinning bird kick. Dashes. Going in? Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Experiencing burnout. Jumps in. Grabs and throws them away. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Meets them air to air. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Clutch anti-air. What are you jumping in for? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Immediate jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Manages to block, breaks it. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Gotta do better than that. Totsugeki to the face. Throws them. That throw will do some good damage. Shrugs that off. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. A jump in, sets up with the jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw. Nice fireball. What are they gonna do? Jump! Pops him hard! No! This will break him! Oh, they got him! Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle! Talk about a show! That match had it all! They're still hungry! Both sides stepping up for the rematch! This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Knockdown! Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to find some chances to boost it. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Strings it all together. Decent damage. What's next? Nice solid counter. Takes a trip. Misses the drive impact. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here. This super art connect takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Denies the low heavy. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Yo, kicking off their facial features with a Hayokusen. They just made that very tricky combo look easy. That's how you know they're on another level. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with a super KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Goes with a projectile for the opening shot. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Jump in, finds the mark. The throw is escaped. Brushes off the throw. The combo's there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Holds out with the block. Knockdown. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. This is a real back and forth match this team. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Sticks the combo. Goes for the super art. Will this super art connect? Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive lead. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Throws a fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Uses the target combo as a filler. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Dashes forward. Renverse. The hit throw connects. Knockdown and anti-air in the clutch. Max SA gauges. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Charges forward. Slick overdrive cancels there to call them out. You've got to be solid anti-air. Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They block the overhead, and any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner, buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Misses the drive impact. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Life lead opens up. Sticks the jump in. Gets the knockdown, and now the quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Was hungry for the grab KO! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach this hits them with a stopping bomb. Uses the target combo as a filler. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2 needs to use there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. A jump? Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Cross-up attack. Spinning bird kick. Shrugs that off. Poses them with a kick. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 2 is on the burns out. Close range projectile. Raw super art incoming. What were they thinking? Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 has nothing but air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? This is gonna hurt. No! This will break them. Who's gonna take it? They are done! Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. A jump? Breaks those shins. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. What's the play here? Super meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Does a good job of pushing back. Big counter. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Uses the target combo as a filler. Renverse. The hit throw connects. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Still slugging it out at this range. Jumps, crowns them from above. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh my god, they just choked it up. So little life left. Wrong critical. What's gonna happen? Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. What are they thinking here? Misses the drive impact. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around and it charges forward. Life lead opens up. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Shoots off a fireball up close. From up above. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. Player 2 can't use it. Burnout activates. What'll happen here? Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. They need to rely on their instincts here. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Zones with the fireball. Who's going to start things off? The jump in is denied. Still very early in the round. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Super arc on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take in with the cross-up? Life lead is there. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Blocks the cross-up. Good read. Ooh, KO! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Anticipates the overhead. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. That overhead was a bit obvious. Lots of aggression from both sides. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive. Were they baiting them into that? Transverse, the hit throw connects. Player 1 chases them down. Checks them with a projectile. Player 2 can't afford, went for the chip kill. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Immediate jump in. Who's going to start things off? Sticks the jump in. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. That combo did decent damage. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2 can't use any. It's a good spot to use the super. Pulls out the big guns with a Sultan ground pound. I never get tired of seeing this. Here it comes. Player 1 is working low heavy, but no go. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily under. Perfect execution with the anti-air. They're in range. We gonna see a can this drive bring them back? Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Theon sets up with the jump in. They exchange blows. Player 1 with the lead. Will they knock them out of the air? Wreck them. Ranverse hit. Sends them tumbling. Both sides. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Nails it. Oh, the throw connects. Looking for a hole. Betting it all on the drive run. A real test of nerve here. And whiffs. They're wide open. Ugh, take us. Gotta do better than that. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Crowns him from above. It is over. Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. Open, solid anti-air. The jump in is denied. Ooh, does him dirty. Excellent jump in. Hits him with a stopping body. The combo's there. Not dead. Hold your breath. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now, ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Caught in the cross-up. Tried a standard block and got hit with the cross-up. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Cuts in with the drive-in. From distance leads to some big damage. Connects with the throw. Looking for a chance. Crowns him from above. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Start things off with a jump in. Blocks it. Smart play with the throw. Brushes that off and keeps going. Full S going on the offensive. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. A jump drops them hard. Slick overdrive Kendo there to call them out. Close range projectile. Clutch anti-air. Kikosho from heaven. Oh, yo, raw super here. Player 2 has a big drive gauge lead. Oh, plot twist. The overhead denied. In with the crosser. Throws them. A real test of nerves here. Dangerous range here. The next touch may decide this round. Back into the corner. Vital parry. Oh, they're gonna beat in the middle. Are you kidding me? They really took it down to the wire. Perfect parry with finesse. Zones with the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player one with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Got their eye on the air. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Nails the anti-air. Throws them. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. Projectile to try and change the situation. Sticks the jump in. Gets the jump in. Player one chases them down. Holds out with the block. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. A quick breather. Dashes forward. Closes it with a classic corner throw. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Picks the air throw. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in it. Hits them with a stop and pop. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're still feeling each other out. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Pulls out the big gun with a Soul ground slam. I never get tired of seeing this. Here it comes. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan is this filthy cross-up. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Opens with a jump in? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? The low heavy is denied. In with the cross-up. Excellent jump in. Cross-up attack. Going in? Player two reads the jump in perfectly. Ooh, what a smart blow. Nothing stops this train. Snares him with the wrong reset. What's next? Pikachuchoi getting in some real damage. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Oh, you tried to stick left, but my nose back right. Now my girl's got inside and gonna take you for a ride. Okay, here we go. Noticeable life lead. Clutch anti-air. They are not getting close to each other. Dash! Excellent block! Who are they swinging at? Can they convert off the Tenko kick? Ugh! Take a seat! Denies the jump in! They are done! Player one has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Connects with the throw. Hits them with a stop and pop. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Misses the drive impact. Player two is just about out of drive after that. I'd like to see them use this drive disparity to shift the tide of the fight to their side. If the drive gauge is completely empty, the player will enter burnout and won't be able to use drive for a period of time, so it's vital to not let that happen. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Transverse, the hit charges forward, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's KO? Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Overhead. Caught in the cross-up. Tried a standard block and got hit with the cross-up. Going on the offensive? Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive 10 shot. Hits them with a stop and pop. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Launches with a Tenko kick. Going in? Ooh, what a smart throw. Gotta do better than that. Blocks it. Drops them from the air. Life lead is there, but links it! A jump in, sets up with the jump in. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Starts things off with a jump in? Who will come out on top in this final round? Goes for the jump in. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Get ready to be thrown to the sun. Meets them air to air. Gets the side switch. Ooh, you never know what can cross that off. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Target pump pump, nothing but air. A real test drive impact misses. This is critical. They're stunned and they may not have enough life left to survive. All the throws connect. Player 2 has a full drive gauge but is on the brink of death. Is it over? Will they survive? No one could have called that. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Keeps him out. Jumps up. Got some big juicy death. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive 10 show. The low kick connects. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Grabs him. Takes a trip. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Well-timed corner switch. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. But there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. From there, the hit throw connects. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within. Closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Jumps in. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Full F, they're going for the super art. Picks a good spot to use the super. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Barely blocks the jump-in. A super art. Goes for the aerial Pikachu. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Gotta be careful not experiencing burnout. Sneaks in above. Grabs and throws them away. Not much life left, but they're just goes for it. A disparate KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.